now we see with the Ukraine as an unfortunate example that it is a big difference between being a close partner to NATO and being a true member. And we need the Article 5, the security that other NATO members will come to our rescue in case we were attacked by Russia as well.
Now, Sweden's ruling party is tomorrow set to decide whether they too will choose to join the alliance. I'm now delighted to be joined by Jörgen Warborn, an MEP for the Swedish Moderates, which is the country's largest opposition party. Jörgen, good afternoon and welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
First of all, let's begin with what the Turkish president has said, your response to his view, and do you think it's any of his business?
Well, of course, all the members of NATO, they will respond and they will eventually have a vote to say yes or no to a Swedish and a Finnish application. So in that sense, yes, he does have a vote. I expect that there will be an application that will be sent in from Sweden. The government, the Social Democrats, which are the party in government, they will take their final decision tomorrow. And I think that I hope that we promptly will send in our application. I don't think that it is unusual to see this kind of negotiations when it comes to international agreements in general, and we've seen it not only from Turkey but from other nations as well. But I think that eventually will be solved, and I was really happy to hear David Lemmy welcoming us as well in the NATO family, because I think this is something that our party, the Moderate Party, which is the centre-right party in Sweden, have been fighting hard for the last 20 years, and this has of course been accelerated since the illegal invasion of Ukraine by Putin and Russia.
And Jörgen, just to explain to my listeners, is there any credibility in what President Erdogan was indicating about clamping down on terrorist activities, particularly in Stockholm?
Well, we have, of course, seen in a lot of European nations terrorist crimes, and all over Europe. It has happened in Sweden as well. But I don't think you can single out Sweden in a situation where terrorists exist everywhere. So I also understand that our foreign minister will meet with her counterpart, the Turkish counterpart, in a meeting today or tomorrow. And I hope that they will clarify a few things on this matter.
And Sweden has had a bit of a history of opposing NATO membership. Is Ukraine the thing that has absolutely changed the minds of people, or do you think there was a creeping mood shift before Ukraine?
Well, Ukraine has absolutely shifted the Swedish opinion very swiftly, I would say. But it did start earlier than that, because already, as I said before, we have, from our party, we have for the past 20 years been advocating for a NATO membership, and we've had a majority in the parliament for quite some time now. So we are really waiting for the Social Democrats and the government to make their decision, which of course will be tomorrow. I think we have had a slow change of the opinion in Sweden since 2014, because remember that the invasion of Ukraine started already in 2014, and we of course have seen scenes from Georgia as well, as early as 2008 or 2009, when Russia went into Georgia as well. So we, as Sweden and Finland, of course, with a border to Russia, but Sweden also being very close to Russia, we need the protection and cooperation with NATO members, and we have gradually, from the Swedish side, increased our cooperation with NATO. But now we see with the Ukraine as an unfortunate example that it is a big difference between being a close partner to NATO and being a true member. And we need the Article 5, the security that other NATO members will come to our rescue in case we were attacked by Russia as well.
And speaking of repercussions and retaliation, the Russians are obviously very unhappy about this, and Finland is facing Russia cutting its electricity supply. Are you worried that the same issues will face Sweden?
Yes, there might be some retaliation. Putin has warned from that, and you never know what it will mean. But the most vulnerable situation will be from the day we send in the application to the day that we are actual members. And therefore, I'm very grateful and I'm very happy that UK and Sweden signed a bilateral agreement this week, giving assurances from UK that you will come to our rescue in case something will happen. And we, of course, try to get similar assurances from partners around the world. I think that is important to have those reassurances, since what President Putin will do is very, very unclear, of course.
And final question to you: what timescale are you anticipating in terms of application and becoming full Article 5 members of NATO?
What's the question about the timescale?
Yeah, timescale. How long do you think it will take?
I really hope that it can be something that could go very quick. And of course, we are close partners and are doing a lot of cooperation with NATO as it is. But I also understand that the decision process is that it has to go through all 30 members, parliament. And of course, that will take some time. I hope that it will be as swift as possible, because we would really like to be members and be part of the NATO family, truly, because that will increase the security for us all, I would say, in this very problematic time.
Well, we're really grateful for your time. Thank you so much for speaking with us this afternoon.